friends, this is Raquel with Paints and Glitter, and today I am coming to you with a quick card finishing up. Actually let it dry overnight. I wanted to let you know I used the Ravishing Swirls layering frame from Tonic Studios. I also used on this card the sparkle spray from Nuvo, and this is called Wispy Willow. And do you see how dark that looks in this bottle? I'm going to show you how that actually turned out on this card. I've used also the embossing powder here from the Pearled Pistachio color, and these are, by the way, part of the Rustic Rose release. And I've also used the embellishment mousse in Mint Tea. Now, I wanted to go for a very monochromatic look, matching the colors of this paper that I have here, but let me show you quickly what I've done. And that is that I cut out this paper here, and if you see, the paper had this shiny embossing on it already, and it has little green sparkles in it, so I wanted to match that. And here's what I did. I cut out one of the layers, as you can see here, and I did use very heavy white cardstock, and I did spray it with the sparkle spray. But as you can tell, the difference between the bottle and the end result is very different. So you don't necessarily have to go as dark as what you have in the bottle. What I did was that once I sprayed it, I did spray it again with water, and that allowed me to have this beautiful color here. Now only the border is going to be seen, but I just wanted to show you that. Then on this die cut that you see here, this is where I use the embellishment mousse, and it is on this uppermost piece. And as you can tell, there's that metallic finish. If you see the shine there, it's really subtle and very beautiful. So you can make some really elegant cards using these products. And then here, what I did, by the way, what I did was I took the embellishment mousse, placed some on my glass mat, and I used a paintbrush with water, and that's all I did. Was I painted it onto the cardstock, and then I did the same here on the border. And as you can tell there, I got myself that nice shiny border. And here is where you can see on the U is where I used the embossing powder in that pistachio color. So it just has that one little layer there of color, and then it lets the brown look as if it were a bit of a shadow on that word. And I thought it would be cohesive with everything else. The embellishment mousse I used on a separate piece of paper, and now I've got shine all over my hands, so just to let you know, this will transfer onto your hands. But I did use that embellishment mousse on a leftover piece of cardstock, and I cut out these little leaves. Now these are from Tim Holtz. They're by Sizzix, and I love using these on my projects because they're nice and wispy and light. And what I did also was to ink the edges with Nuvo ink in brown, so that way it would match my project, and just a very light inking. I did the same thing on this piece of cardstock here. And with another Tonic Studios die from Keepsake Wallet collection, I cut out these little flowers that I really enjoy using because they have the little heart shape, and I just think that's so darling. So I did use Nuvo marker. I used the Tiger Lily on one of them. That's this one here. Let's see if I can focus on that. Okay, and then I used pink grapefruit on another one, just simply by coloring those in. I also used the peach bloom on another one of these, so that's why you'll see different gradients of color on these. And all I did was just stamp right directly onto the paper. The centers here I completed with this gorgeous glitter that you can see there, all that shine. And I used the glitter from the Shimmering Sunset here. And this was also from the new release of the Rustic Rose. If you can see how gorgeous that color is. Now see how different it looks next to the peachy pink color. It doesn't necessarily look as bronzy as it looks in here. It ends up looking more like a rose gold. So it's absolutely stunning. Now I'm going to start adhering this. I did lay this on top of the other paper, which is why I got ink on that. So I'm just using here my ATG gun because I have it right here handy, and it's got the very strong adhesive. So I'm going to place this layer down I hope you're all having a fabulous day. And now I'm going to place my sentiment. And of course you could pop this up, you could layer lace between it, you could do a thousand different things with it, but I am just going to finish this by placing my sentiment here. And with this adhesive, you sometimes get a little piece that goes over the edge, so you just roll it back. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to place my little flower clusters here. Leaves. And that one will go there. This one can go here. I just love how these frame the sentiment and add that pop of shine. And it does say you brighten my day, so I thought it would be pretty to add some bright color there in the corner. I'm going to add the heavier leaf here. And it'll add a bit of dimension also, of course. One down here. And you can make the petals of these flowers any different color that you want. You don't always have to do them all one color because it adds a bit of depth when you don't. So I'm going to add that there very nicely. And I may or may not add a ribbon. I'm not quite sure yet. I think, in fact, this one will stay like so. And then I'll add this one at the bottom. Just like that. Okay, because there's quite a bit of room there. That's what this card looks like so far. I think it's so very pretty. I like monochromatic cards, and that little pop of color, of course, makes it come alive. There is a tiny red line going through this background paper, and even though these are not red, I feel like it helps pull that color out because it's in the same color family. So what I thought I would do now is use some Nuvo drops. Okay, so here is my finished card, and I just want to show you where I placed the drops. I've gone ahead and placed these color drops here all the way around, and they were to match the flowers, of course. That I did with crystal drops in Party Pink, so that's that color. I just wanted to remind you the color of that glitter in the center of those flowers, which I think is just the most beautiful color, is Shimmering Sunset. And this is from the newest release of the Tonic Studios craft kit. Then the drops that you see here, which I indeed thought were cloudy because of maybe temperature, it turns out that was not the case. They're just more translucent than I thought they were going to be. So those are the glitter drops in Honey Gold. So it's very subtle, of course, on this background, but I look forward to using that on a different type of project so you can see it better. And then last but not least, these here, which are very, very saturated in color and much higher on the background. If you can see there, they've got quite a bit of texture. Those are the glitter drops, and then these are glitter accents, I apologize, and these are in Aztec Gold. Absolutely stunning colors. I also wanted to mention that this border here is also in the glitter drop. What I did was that I placed little drops all the way around, and then I just started spreading it around with one of my tools so that I could get that glimmery border there, and that completes my card. I appreciate your feedback, and I thank you so much for watching. I hope that you can be inspired and be blessed. Bye-bye.